Hey, welcome back to the Major League Minute Podcast. Thanks for joining us on the pod tonight. Please like, share, and subscribe. Looking forward to, I'm Doc. This is
GMP.
And this is the Major League Minute Podcast. Today we have a few topics that we're going to cover We're going
to breeze through them.
Breeze through it in about 30 minutes or less. What we did want to cover as the first game of the MLB debuts on just a few days from now, we did want to talk about in this episode a few things. We wanted to give you guys what our final four picks would be preseason. Also, we wanted to create a fantasy team.
Yeah, which we need to talk about that because this was our idea.
Okay.
But we don't have the skill to do it.
Fantasy league.
But someone out there, we need to go to our ownership and be like, hey, we have this idea. But we want to make a fantasy league for women's professional volleyball.
Yes.
They do it for football, hockey, soccer. I mean, it's huge. People love it. People absolutely love it. So why can we not do that for volleyball?
We are doing that for volleyball, and we know how to do it. You know how we know how to create a major league draft or a fantasy draft or whatever?
No, how?
We chat GPT it. That's how we do it.
And there's the advertisement, hashtag ChatGPT.
Yes.
Just kidding. We
Please
are not
help
being
us.
sponsored by ChatGPT, but it's not a bad idea, Doc.
Yeah, so we're going to go over our picks. I'm going to give my picks. You're going to give your picks. Some of those may overlap or may not. And then give us your picks.
Yeah. We don't have the software created yet for the fantasy draft officially, but you can put your starting 7. I'm not going to say what I did earlier.
Which is?
Starting.
You said.
I said, let's do our starting 7. And you go, 6?
How about 6? And
then he goes, no, do not say we. I did not participate in that. You alone were like, 6, 7.
So for those playing along, is it 6 or is it 7 in your fantasy
7.
team?
It's 7 because you have to do 2 middles plus a libero.
So when we talk about fantasy, you pick your own roster based on all of the rosters that are in the MLB. You pick your favorite players in every position, and it'll be a total of 6 or 7 players, one at each position.
Let me just say, it's maybe not your favorites. It's who you think can get you to win.
And
because I have a lot of favorite players, but I can't put them on my starting 7.
Okay.
So how fantasy works is like it depends on their individual performance.
Okay.
So that's how you can have different players from different teams because it's just based off of their performance alone. So let's say, well, I guess to not be biased, you pick someone, a libero from India Ignite.
Gina Mancuso on the outside.
You pick Gina Mancuso on the outside, Preseason on the outside, and say I score 3 points the entire match. I'm not going to do very well in the fantasy league.
Okay.
I'm not going to help that person who drafted me very much.
Okay.
But say I go in and I, bombed like 30 points, and then I'm obviously going to score my draftee or my drafter a lot more points.
So is that how it works? Scoring in the MLB is a point system?
No.
Or that's how a league works.
That's how
a fantasy league works.
That's how a fantasy league works.
So like an attack is worth 1 point.
I don't know. Those are all questions that we would have to.
Oh, that's what we're ChatGPT.
That's what ChatGPT would help us with exactly because you can't. How is a libero going to score points if they don't score a point? That's why the software would have to be tailored to their individual positions.
So it wouldn't be how many digs they had or how many sets the setter or assists the setter
would
or
be
attacks that the outside or opposite had.
It would be that.
Aces.
Exactly. Like every player could score a point for an ace, for example, but not every player could score a point for blocking.
Okay, so when you're picking your team, you're looking to maximize the number of points these individuals can provide for the team. Yes.
It's essentially, it would be kind of, you would take Athletes Unlimited and how their scoring position is, or their scoring system is, but you would have to turn it into a fantasy league.
Perfect. Now that we've worked through this live on the
yes, you guys are
Major
with
League
us.
Minute
You're
podcast, please give us some feedback on what we can do to actually turn this into a fantasy league.
A thing. Okay.
Yes, but
so
moving
here
on.
We go.
So let's move on to the fantasy teams.
Yep.
So let's start with you. So how build your fantasy team?
Well,
for
let's
us.
start with by position.
Okay.
So we're starting with a setter.
Okay.
Okay. So
Yep.
you want me to pick? I'm the
Yes,
first
you
pick.
pick your first setter. So this setter that you're picking is going to give you the most points.
Okay. Yep.
And is this the whole season?
Yes.
Okay, it's a season
Yep.
thing. Okay.
Yep. Okay. So non-bias, but I'm going with Sydney Hilly of the Omaha Supernovas.
Okay.
Yep.
No explanation needed. Because you picked Sydney Hilly, I'm going to go with Nati Valentine Anderson as my fantasy
With the Dallas Pulse.
setter with the Dallas Pulse.
Okay. I don't know. Do the people you think want to hear an explanation, or do we want to make it quicker?
Let us know if you want to hear an explanation.
Okay, we'll make it quick.
Yeah.
I'm picking Sydney because she's a champion in season 1.
Mm-hmm.
She's a friend.
Right.
I think that she's skilled. I think she knows the game. She is very analytical.
She
So she
has
studies
weapons everywhere on the floor.
and that too.
Right.
Yeah, her hitters are gonna help her score points.
Because not only can the setter set, but she can also block and dig.
And dig and ace.
Yes.
She can also dump or
Yes.
hit a ball.
A
So
kill. All the above. So
Yeah.
looking forward to Sydney racking up a ton of points for GMP. Looking for Nati to rack up a ton of points for me.
however, maybe I guess we'll see. But what if Brooke Mosier comes in and plays? So then I don't know. It's
Right.
a gamble, but I do think Sydney's gonna
Okay.
score me some points. Okay, moving on.
So I'm rocking with Nati at the setter. Let's move on to
All right.
the libero.
Okay, we're going with libero. You can go first this time.
It's fine.
No, you can go first.
Okay,
It's only fair.
I'm picking Morgan Hens for the Omaha Supernovas.
Yeah.
I've got the ability to sit on the floor and watch her in the AU this summer, and her court coverage and her ability to communicate. And
another someone who really studies the game.
yes.
She very much understands and views the game.
So I got
correctly.
Morgan Hens.
Okay.
Your fantasy pick for libero.
Okay, I could not pick Morgan Hens was my number 1. Again, not biased at all. But then my second pick was neck and neck. I don't know which
Okay.
one I would go with, but I'm
Between the two or between Morgan and
between my subs, my
Okay.
backups. It would
between
be
2 and 3.
between Elena Scott and Emma Halter from Indy. I love both of them.
Both on the same
And
team.
they're both on the same team. That's
Indy
why I'm
has
like,
that
who is
on
going to
lock.
play? I don't know who's going to play.
So did you pick one?
I'm going with Elena Scott.
Record
From
this.
Indy.
Elena Scott from
Yep.
Indy as her libero.
Yep, I'll go with her.
I went with Morgan Hens from the Supernovas. You're with Elena Scott from the Indy Ignite.
All right.
Moving
then
right along.
Let's go with the opposites.
Yes.
All right. So it's my first pick.
Take it.
Okay. All right. Yep. I'm going with it. I am picking. Is it that obvious?
Go ahead.
I mean, because there's some solid opposites, but okay. I am picking Brittany Abercrombie from Orlando.
Okay. Lefty opposite. Is what
Lefty
she is.
opposite knows how to find a way to score.
Okay, so we also have another lefty opposite at Nebraska or from Nebraska that's now with the Supernovas that I'm not going to pick. But those lefties, they just give a different. They offer something different on the opposite pin.
It is hard to defend as a blocker on the left side blocking their opposite because you're so used to them being right-handed
Right.
that it's a difference of an entire foot sometimes.
So I was strongly considering Ali Check, but I think I got to go with Emily Baumdot. I mean, she hit absolute nukes on the opposite side. So I'm
Okay.
looking forward to her, Emily, to scoring some points, to hit some bombs on the opposite for the Omaha Supernovas to win us some points in the fantasy league. So
Okay.
next, we're moving on to the outside. Oh, plenty of outside talent to choose from. Difficult decision to
Very
make.
difficult decision. I don't know how we're going to only pick two.
Well, is it
Two
me or
each.
you?
It's you.
Hey, so I'm going to go after witnessing. after witnessing Reagan Cooper dominate the AU circuit this summer. I mean, I got to witness firsthand on the floor level, seeing her able to side out at will. She was basically unstoppable.
People couldn't figure it out.
Right. I'm expecting that to carry over into the MLV season for the Omaha Supernova. So I got Reagan Cooper.
Okay. That was one of my choices as well. I think that's a great pick. So if that's your number one, then my number one is Lecator with Indy. Yep. I think as long as she can stay healthy, because I know the first 2 seasons, she had some injuries. I think that she is fiery, strong, aggressive, fast. I mean, literally, I could keep going on
Athletic.
with, word after word. So
Experienced.
that's my pick.
Okay, let's move on to the middles then.
No. You got to pick a second outside. There's 2 outsides.
Okay.
Are you prepared for that?
I do. I got
Okay.
no problem with that.
Okay.
And for me, my second pick, who I'm expecting to gain a ton of points, is Leah Edmond on the outside for the Atlanta Vibe.
Yep.
Looking forward to seeing her dominate on the outside for the Vibe this year.
Yep, that was also one of my picks. So now, this is so hard.
On the outside.
Okay.
And you're looking for points. Who's going to score the most points? Not who's your best friend or who you
Who's
think.
your fave? Okay, so with my second pick, I am going with Brooke Nunaviller with the Omaha Supernovas.
I was going to say.
And here's why. Because I'm sure people know this, but Brooke is a defensive outside.
Okay.
She
Undersized
for sure, but she can rack up points with defense.
Okay.
She somehow finds a way to get a ball up several times that you would think, how did that even happen? So I expect Brooke to not only score me points on the pin with attacks, but also with a lot of defensive digs.
Really good perspective. I like that on Brooke Nunaviller.
Yeah. Okay, the last position are the middle blockers. And it's my turn to go first.
Go ahead on the middle.
All right, my first pick is Kaz Brown with Orlando.
Okay. And you've already shared in our last episode, I think you shared why you
she's like, you can count on her for both offense and defense. She's also a feisty player. She's been consistent. She's, there's a lot of talent in her. So that's what I'm going with.
After witnessing Caitlin Horde last year for the Omaha Supernovas hold the middle down, I'm expecting her to have another great year with the Dallas Pulse.
Yep, Dallas
in the
Pulse,
middle. So
Caitlin
I'm gonna rock with Caitlin
You
Horde.
expect her to rack up the blocking points, as she probably will.
Will she serve too then? Do the middle serve? She has got a unique serve that is effective.
Yeah. It's a really good floater.
Yes.
So you got to take her serious as a passer.
Right.
When she's back there on the service line. And then, so my second middle.
I need another one?
Man. Yeah, there's 2 middles.
Okay.
That's where the 7 comes from.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's like 8, though.
No, it's not.
Yeah, 2 outsides, 2 middles, 1 opposite, 1 setter, and 1 libero.
That's
8.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It's 7, bro.
2, 4, 5, 6. It's 7. 6, 7.
Okay,
middles. Middle.
Okay, for my second middle. I don't know. I am going to go, this one might be out there. Maybe it won't. Who knows? I don't mean anything by that statement, but I am going with Marin Grote. She is with San Diego. She really started to impress me at the end of last season. If I'm being honest, I found myself to underestimate her just based off of like her physique. She's very tall as a middle, obviously, but she's very thin. And so I just didn't know her strength level, but that did not faze her at all. And I feel like she really started to become one to reckon with towards the end of this last season. And I really hope that is still just flowing into this season. So I think I'm going to go with her. I personally don't know her at all, so I don't know what her intangibles are, but I am willing to risk it and choose her for me.
Risk it for the biscuit. Okay. Now I get to pick, right?
Yep, your last middle.
And I'm not really sure what team she's on in the MLV, so you'll have to help me with this. She's from Louisville. She was the rookie, 6'5". Cressy's her last name.
Yeah, she's on Indy.
Indy Ignite.
Yeah.
They are absolutely stacked.
I know.
So I'm looking for her to to come in as a rookie and not only be an impact player, but really lock down the middle, both offensively and defensively. So that's my second pick at the middle.
All right, our picks are locked in.
Yep.
I don't know what that thing was, but I just locked it in. Our picks are there.
Locked and loaded.
Okay, so now
Yes.
tell us. You're the MC. You got to guide us.
Now we have our fantasy teams. Hopefully you online, you have picked your fantasy teams and made us aware of those in the comments.
Yeah, we want to see.
Because we're going to track this all season long to see who comes out on top. And at some point, maybe there'll be a holiday ham that's given away or something. or something
Brought
for
to
the
you by
winner.
the Major League Minute. Congrats. Here's your ham.
Here's your holiday ham.
I love it.
But so
We
now
need a
we're-
sponsor, though, for that ham.
Yeah,
So
what's honey baked ham?
reach out to
A
us.
honey baked holiday ham. Moving right along, we
love
want to
it.
talk about, now that we've covered our fantasy teams, the fans or our audience has talked about theirs. We want to move on into our predictions, right?
For the Final Four.
Yes, Final Four,
Yep.
because of the 8 teams, only 4 teams will make it into the postseason.
Yes, that's correct.
And the winner of that Final Four do they get a millie this year or what?
It is
I asked
locked
you that.
in.
What
Yep,
is-
it is locked in still for this season that is the grand prize of $1 million.
That they will split.
Yep.
Okay.
And then, but that is not certain that will be moving forward.
Okay.
They might.
After this year, you mean?
Yep. After this season, it might be just, could ultimately still be $1 million, but it's just altered a different way. Very unclear on that. But as of this season, the grand prize is still $1 million for the champions.
Okay, so we're giving our Final Four picks
Yep.
In no particular order.
In no particular order.
This is based on what we see, based on rosters, based on experience, based on coaching. We take a full circumspect view of the franchise, and we're picking 4 franchises that we expect to see in May.
Yep, in May. Yep, about the second. Well, the Final Four would begin the first week of May.
Okay, and we
Yeah.
still don't know where that's going to be at, but why don't you give us your 4 teams?
Okay,
and
so
maybe
again,
they're gonna
I'm
be
just
the
going to
same.
go in alphabetical order.
Oh, there you go. Just play it safe.
You got to. So I have to preface this because it's my number 1 team as far as alphabetically. But I stand by what I said. I think they're going to come in and they're not going to have like a lot of pressure and expectation. And I think they're going to come in and make some noise. And I think that's Dallas. I think Dallas Pulse will be in the Final Four this
You
year.
think they're going to play free all the way to the Final Four?
I do.
Okay.
I do.
I can't argue
The only
that.
thing is, I don't know anything about their coach. Like, personally, I don't know her. I'm not familiar with her style. I don't know if she's more like a mental coach or a physical coach. I don't know. So that could be kind of like
A variable and untangible.
Yeah, exactly. I don't know. That could work in my favor. It could work against me.
Okay, so that's one
we'll
of the
see.
4.
But
Let's
if
see your
I'm
other 3.
looking at just roster, that's
Yep.
what I'm hoping. Okay, so then the next one would be the Indy Ignite.
Okay.
They will be in the Final Four. The next one will be the Omaha Supernovas.
Okay.
And then the last team that I believe will make it to the Final Four is the Orlando Valkyries. So those are my top 4.
Okay.
But let me just say before you get into your top 4, I think that the bottom 4, which sounds bad, but I don't mean it like that.
Right.
I think those will be neck and
Right.
neck. I really do think that this season is going to be super entertaining because I feel like it's going to be
The
who
parity
knows?
is going to be off the chain from
Yeah.
week to week, match
So,
to match, set to set.
Even though I have the top 4, it again,
you could be way off.
I could be way off. We have no idea.
You could have just picked the bottom 4, and it's
Exactly.
going to be that competitive
Yeah.
in the MLB this year. So,
All right, let's hear yours.
Mine's pretty much similar, except I don't have Columbus in there.
I don't have Columbus either.
Who'd you say?
Dallas?
Yeah, Dallas. My
Okay.
bad. My bad. I don't have
okay.
the Dallas Pulse in there.
Who do you have?
And I'm surprised that you don't have the Atlanta Vibe in there.
I know. That's why I think it's going to be a hot take.
Okay, so we could swap those 2 out, and that's the only difference in the Final 4 that I have.
Okay. I mean, because you have, obviously, Atlanta has a lot of great players as well.
Yes.
But again, I'm just taking a risk, and I think that Dallas will just, in the end, play with a lot of fire and freer.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll see.
Which will translate into wins.
Yeah, we'll see.
Hopefully, eventually.
Okay.
Now we're moving right along we're going to talk about, this is the opening week of the Major League Volleyball League. 2 matches open up on Thursday, January 8th. One of the matches will be at the Gas South Arena that is located in, is that Atlanta?
Mm-hmm, that's Atlanta.
It'll be televised on the YouTube channel.
Yep.
Okay.
Which shout out to YouTube and the crew that they have, because I think that
High quality.
it's very high quality. The feed, the commentary, excellent job the last 2 years. Very much thankful for that.
In that first matchup on Thursday that we're going to cover, it'll be the Columbus Fury are visiting the Atlanta Vibe at 6 o'clock on YouTube. Looking forward to that matchup.
Yeah. So Columbus is going to have a tough time. I mean, they're going into Atlanta on opening night. My prediction is Atlanta.
How has the crowd been at Atlanta over the last 2 seasons?
Decent.
Yeah.
I would say decent. I wouldn't say it's the biggest. I know Atlanta's a city,
Yeah.
so there's a lot of
Competing,
entertainment, and just places to be, things to do. Driving even is not easy there. So, I would say it's okay, but it's not the best.
Okay.
But regardless, I do think Atlanta's going to come out on top on that one.
Okay.
Probably 3-0.
3-0. You
I think
expecting a sweep?
I think it's opening night. It's Atlanta. In Atlanta, I think I'm
You're
going
gonna
to
roll
go
with
3.
the vibe.
Caleb Anworth was coach of the year last year.
Okay. You're
So,
expecting her to have her team ready for opening night.
Yeah.
And it's going to be jumping in
Yeah.
the Gas South Arena. So
yeah.
if you can't be in the area, if you're not in Atlanta on Thursday, check it out on YouTube. It's a great feed, like you said. Let's
is.
feature the other matchup that is also on Thursday, January 8th. This one is at the CHI Health Center here in Omaha, Nebraska, featuring the Omaha Supernovas versus the San Diego Mojo.
Yep. I think Omaha is going to be rowdy as always.
man.
They just have an outstanding crowd. Again, for those listening who are in Omaha and have not been to a Supernovas game, what are you waiting for?
Yes.
It's so fun. But I'm going to say Omaha Supernovas, but I don't think it'll be a sweep.
Okay.
I'm
Be
gonna
less
say
than a
that.
sweep.
Yeah.
Okay, so whether it's 3-1 or 3-2 or whatever, it's going to be the Omaha Supernovas.
Yes.
I agree
think-
with that pick.
Yeah.
That is at 7:00 on Thursday. It's also available on the YouTube channel as
YouTube.
well. So
Yep.
if you're not in the area in Omaha, definitely watch it on YouTube. That's going to be a great matchup. But if you are in the area, make sure you're in the arena. Find a way to be in the arena. I'm sure there's going to be an attendance record that's going to probably fall on that night.
Sure hope so.
That's the whole objective. But, I mean, we're talking there's probably going to be 12, 13, 14,000 people
Yeah.
at that game.
Yeah. CHI can hold 17,000. We haven't quite reached that, but maybe it'll happen this season.
It's in sight.
Yeah.
We'll just put it that way. Then on Friday, January 9th, the Grand Rapids Rise will be down in Orlando at the Addition Financial Arena, visiting the Orlando Valkyries, which is 6:00. It's on the Roku channel.
It's on the Roku channel.
Yes.
And these are in Central Times, by the way.
Yes. So the Valkyries will be hosting the Grand Rapids Rise. Give me your pick for that.
I'm going Orlando.
Same.
Yep. Right now, it's a common theme of whoever's hosting right now is probably going to come up on top. But yeah, I'm going Orlando. I might say it might be a sweep.
Okay.
I think I might say that.
Okay. You going to put yourself out there?
I'm going to put myself out there.
Okay. So
Here we go.
GMP's got the Orlando sweeping the Grand Rapids Rise on Friday night. Let's move right along to Saturday, January 10th, where the Omaha Supernovas will be at Columbus Fury in the Nationwide Arena at 6:00 on YouTube. Mm-hmm. Tell us a little bit about what that matchup means to you. Columbus, what's the atmosphere
like I
like
said
there?
before, the Columbus Fury Arena is exciting and fun to play in, which actually is nice for the visiting team because it's not like a huge arena with like 500 people in it. Like,
Right.
unfortunately, I think San Diego has been like that in the past, where they have this huge like bowl
Yes.
arena, but they maybe don't have as many fans who make it out. Again, that's a very
Tough atmosphere.
it's an entertaining city, so it's just
Right.
very competitive to get people in. But anyway, they have a crowd. It's rowdy. It's energetic. So that honestly sometimes helps a visiting team in a way. So I think although it will be fun for both teams, I do believe that Omaha Supernovas are going to come out on top. I hope it's a sweep, but with Columbus playing at home, it
3-1
yeah,
Supernovas, 3-1 Novas.
okay.
Yep.
I think that's a safer thing to say.
If you're in the Columbus area, get to the game.
Yeah,
It'll be a great
it's fun.
atmosphere.
It's fun there.
Great volleyball. If you can't make it to the game, it'll also be on YouTube. So
Yep.
looking forward to that matchup. And then there's another game on Saturday, January 10th. The Indy Ignite will be at the Dallas Pulse in the Comerica Center. That will be on the Roku channel. This would be Dallas's home opener as well.
And this will be Indy's first match. So this will be both of their first matches.
Okay.
So they didn't play on Friday or Thursday.
Okay,
So this will be opening night for both of those teams. It will be held at Dallas, which will be cool. I have no idea what to expect with that arena.
right. I guess we'll have to wait and see and tune into the Roku channel. But if you're in Dallas, get to the game because these are two great teams that are going to be going at it.
I was going to say, I don't know what to pick. I think I'm going to pick Indy just on the fact that I'm more familiar with their experience and their players. But I do think Dallas will perform.
One thing that I do know is that this match will be competitive. It's not going to be a sweep one way or the other.
Yeah.
I don't see any sweep
and
going
if it
on.
is a sweep, it'll be like 27-25.
Yes, it'll be a competitive sweep.
27-25. Yeah.
Ultra competitive sweep.
Exactly. At least that's what we hope.
Right. Moving to Sunday, January 11th, the Grand Rapids Rise will be in Atlanta. They'll be playing the Atlanta Vibe at the Gas South Arena at 3 o'clock. And this one, looky here. Looky here. This will be on the CBS Sports Network.
Yep.
We are out here now. The
they out
MLB will
there.
be on the CBS Sports Network on Sunday, January 11th, when the Vibe are hosting the Rise.
Yes. Again, with Atlanta being home, I think I'm going with Atlanta.
I'm rocking with Atlanta.
I don't know. I don't think that will be a sweep.
Okay.
I think it could go 4, could go 5, but I think Atlanta.
And the last matchup that we're going to feature for the first week of the MLB season, the San Diego Mojo will be hosting the Orlando Valkyries, 6 o'clock Central Time on YouTube. Give us your pick on that one.
Okay, so I think I'm going Orlando, but these are the kind of games that you just don't know because it's a Sunday
afternoon,
and it's just like it's just different when you play on a Sunday afternoon. I mean, it is 6 p.m. Central,
What's
but
your
that's
point?
4 p.m.
What's different?
It's different because it like. As a human, like Sundays are just kind of like your off days, it always feels like, and it really takes a whole lot of mental effort to get into game mode.
Okay.
There's just something about Sundays that are like, you just don't know who's gonna
show up.
You just don't know.
Okay.
So that's why I think like games like this really give nerves to coaches because it's sometimes, I'm not saying always, but sometimes it's really hard to like get your team to focus, to dial in.
On a Sunday?
Yeah. I mean, especially if you've been there are days when you don't have a complete off day. Your off day might be traveling, and that to us is
Exhausting.
not an off day. You're still I mean, everybody knows that traveling in itself is exhausting.
Because it's not like the MLB players are traveling on charter planes.
No.
They are traveling.
It's commercial,
yes.
yeah. And so, I remember one season we got stuck at, we just finished at Columbus, and we got stuck at the airport for 5 hours because of a cancellation.
On the way back? So you're coming back to Omaha.
We weren't even flying to Omaha. We were flying to a different city.
Okay.
And so it's just like that in itself is sure an off day. We're not physically performing, but mentally, emotionally, I mean, even physically, like waiting around is
exhausting.
It's tough.
Flying in any form for me is exhausting. I can't imagine as a
So
athlete.
again, when a Sunday afternoon game, those are risky.
So are you like delaying your pick for that game, or why?
No, I said Orlando.
Oh, you did? Okay.
Yeah.
I'm rocking with Orlando
Rewind. Check me.
I'm rocking with Orlando too.
Yeah.
So it's going to be an exciting week in the MLB.
For sure.
Nonetheless, looking forward. We're going to we'll revisit these and we'll kind of see
if
how
our
you did on
predictions were right.
on the picks, and we'll also keep track of the fantasy league as we progress through the season.
Yeah, we'll definitely try.
As long as ChatGPT can help us figure out what we need to do to execute that. But yeah, really appreciate you guys tuning in to the Major League Minute podcast. It's been a pleasure for us to be beside each other and go over these the first week. I'm kind of getting a little bit emotional. I mean, we've been.
You need a tissue?
No, I just need some volleyball.
Did you just have a crack in your voice? I think he is getting emotional.
I'm like having withdrawals from professional volleyball.
Oh,
but it's back.
It is back.
It's back this week, so I'm just happy to be a part of this podcast.
I will say with just like how exciting the NCAA tournament was this season too, and like seeing a lot of those collegiate athletes who are seniors this year being drafted, it definitely adds excitement to the professional volleyball.
But I mean, literally, it's go time.
It is.
We're literally 36 hours
I'm kind of like panicking as an
first
employee
serve.
now. I'm like,
Yeah.
man, there's a lot of emails I got to write tomorrow.
A lot to get done, but thanks for taking the time to join us
Yeah.
on the podcast. We'll see you next time.
All right,
we
bye,
always
guys.
have to finish
Oh,
with,
yeah.
don't forget this. Whoops, sorry.
All
That
right,
was a throw.
who's the better setter, me or Doc?
Yeah, put that in the comments.
I mean, Doc does actually
I'm setting
play.
dimes.
So
Look at his hands.
says who?
Your pan hands.
He's got mittens. All right, bye guys.
Bye-bye.